What's going on, guys? Lazy here again, and welcome back to shoot, I keep coughing. Welcome back to more Pokemon Unite. We are back after a successful day yesterday, even outside of the video, because on my Brilliant Diamond playthrough, I finally beat Cynthia last night. And let me tell you, the way I had to do it was not pretty. Basically, I got down to... I did okay up until her Garchomp, which is her last Pokemon in her ace. And I had Torterra, my Torterra Sprout, my Crobat Zoom, and my Gardevoir Ray. And I was trying to find a good time to switch in Ray because she knows a fairy type move, and and apparently I guess Dragon must resist like water and grass, because I also have a Floatzel, and Hydro Pump was not super effective against Garchomp. I thought it would be, but I guess Dragon. And I know Sprout, my Torterra, she knows what is the move called? Anyway, it's a really strong grass type move. The name escapes me. And like that wasn't super effective either. But anyway, what I had to do was Sprout was the only one who could tank any of Garchomp's hits, and it was just barely. So as scummy as it is, I had to item stall. I had a ton of max potions and full restores, and I just kept spamming them, waiting until the Garchomp could either, because it kept spamming Poison Jab and Dragon Claw, and finally it ran out of those moves. So the only two moves that it would have left would be Earthquake and Swords Dance. And if it ended up, running out of Poison Jab and Dragon Claw, and it started spamming Earthquake, I was going to switch in to Zoom my Crobat, because that would have been ineffective. But it actually ended up running out of all of Earthquake too, and it just ended up going the Swords Dance, and so I was able to send in Ray, and I was able to take it out before it started struggling. So not pretty by any means, but I also went and captured the Lake Trio last night, the legendary Uxie, Mesprit, and Azelf. I captured all of them last night, and tonight I'm going to go get Palkia. So once I do that, I just had to wait until Friday to get a Drifloon. To have seen one. I'm going to catch one too. I could have apparently seen a Drifloon in the Hearthome City Gym, but I didn't fight any of the trainers in that gym because I just didn't feel like getting the math problems wrong. So yeah. So now I've got to wait till Friday on that, and then the Sinnoh Dex will be complete. I will have seen every Pokemon in the Sinnoh Dex, but in the meantime, I'm going to try and get like I'm going to try and catch as many Pokemon as I can, because my goal is to have a living Dex at some point. But anyway, enough of that. We're not playing BDSP, we're playing Pokemon Unite. Sorry for the long ramble. Jeez, what was that, like almost 5 minutes? So in the last video, we had a pretty good turnout with Snorlax in ranked. I don't expect tonight to go as well, but I will try a bit more of the Laxy Boy. But first, we're going to go back into... You know what? I'm actually going to play... Let's play Charizard. I haven't played him in a long time. On video, I think. Maybe I played him recently. I just can't remember. I don't know. But yeah, hope everybody's doing alright. Today is November 30th, 2021. My videos have been going up on the same day as they've been recorded, but I just like to say that just in case. You know, I don't know. Like, just to say it. Hope everybody's doing alright. I had a slightly sucky day at work. It wasn't terrible, but I'm just getting so burnt out at work. I work at a grocery store, and you know, my bills get paid, so I can't complain about that. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, you know, you get sick of it after a while. But that's retail, and that's really with any job you go. You're gonna get tired of it, at least a little bit at some point. It's just the way it is. Like it or lump it, whatever lump it means. I assume it means to not like it, but whatever. It's always been one of those weird sayings. Also, I don't know if I've made this apparent, but I hate this map. This is the main reason why I don't like doing quick play. It's because I can't stand this map. I don't know what it is. I rarely win when I play this map. But also, I just don't really like the layout of it. I'm not a huge fan of super snowy areas. I used to be, once upon a time, but I'm gonna die if I don't. I used to really like snowy areas in games, but ever since I played a ton of Skyrim back in the day, I kind of got sick of seeing snow, and Final Fantasy 14. Man, Kurthus, if you've played Heaven's Word in Final Fantasy 14, I get so sick of that area to the point where anytime the game asks me to go back to it, I genuinely dread it. Like, I do not like Kurthus. It's so bland. There's nothing but snow. And I just hate it so much. It's so boring. Like, it's cool, don't get me wrong, and no pun intended, you know, it being snowy and stuff, but at the same time, man, it's like, I should have backed off that, but at the same time, it's like, come on. Like, it all looks the same, and I can't stand that. And Kurthus is a big place, man, too. I mean, it's a big place. Ow. We've lost this one, I can already tell you that. Yeah, I tend to lose matches here more often than not. Like, seriously, I bet my win-loss ratio for this match is horrendous. I'm gonna go ahead and surrender vote, because I know nobody will surrender, because people, for whatever reason in this game, just like to suffer, I guess, through a bad match. Like, seriously, we're getting destroyed. I've had matches where we have just been getting absolutely destroyed. Like, beyond all hope. And people will not only not vote to surrender, but they will outright deny the vote. Like, they'll decline to surrender, and it's so frustrating, because it's like, I know there's only like 2 minutes of the match left, but I don't want to sit here and just mindlessly die over and over. That's not fun. Like, do you have fun doing it? Do you genuinely have fun? Do people genuinely have fun just fighting and dying? Like, that right there, did that person have fun doing that? I sincerely doubt it. I'll try again. Plus, I'm recording, so... See, look, man! Thank you. No, wait, but it doesn't count. Why doesn't it count? That's majority vote. Okay, it didn't say you've surrendered. That's weird. I'm glad, dude. Because I'm telling you, some people just... I don't know. Like, if you think you can come back from that, you've got serious problems. And you obviously don't play this game much. That was a train wreck. I'm sorry if I'm like coughing and like yawning a whole lot. I'm just really tired. And I honestly didn't want to record, but I figured I might as well. I'm not like I'm doing anything important. Wait. Let's see if anybody's... You're only veteran class 1, but I'll still invite you. Oh man, I wish I could get back on Key Bear's team. We had been a good run around with them last night. Okay, give them just a minute to see if they want to invite anybody else. I'm really hoping, I kind of, I don't know, when it comes to BDSP, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, in case, you know, you don't know, but, I've kind of been thinking about trying to get into competitive battling. I never really have gotten, I've never really been interested in it before, to be honest. My phone just went off. I've got my chess app, but yeah, like should I play Snorlax? I'm actually feeling Gardevoir. Let me go Gardevoir first. But yeah, I've been thinking about maybe trying to get into competitive battling. Not 100% sure that I want to, but maybe I should play. Let's play Snorlax, because we need a defender. I tried multiplayer battling in Sword and Shield back when that first came out, but I didn't know what I was getting into. Like, competitive Pokemon battling is a lot different than I thought it was before that time. I thought you could just go in with whatever you wanted, and you know, if you liked your team, you know, it's like Karen says in the Johto games, you should try to win with the with the mons that you like the most, but you can't really do that, I learned, in online battles, because there's a meta to consider, and everybody was using Toxapex and Dragapult, and it's like, ugh, you know, I don't know. But I've been watching, there's a YouTuber who goes by Yoshiller. I've been watching him. He has a series. I haven't seen a whole lot of episodes of it, so I forget what it stands for. But it's called BATAW. It stands for something. And basically, it's just him playing randoms and competitive on Sword and Shield. And it just, I don't know, it looks interesting to me. I just don't know if I have the patience for it, for raising Pokemon with specific stats, and you've got like IVs and EVs and all, and you know, UVs and AVs to consider. I don't know, man. It's all so confusing to me. But then again, like, I haven't extensively looked into it either, so you know, there's that. But oh man, I don't know why I just used that potion. I also don't know why I just used rest. You can tell I'm tired. I'm not thinking straight. Not that you know, me thinking ever generally works out, but nice scores. I've also got a wonder, something that I've thought of, but I haven't really looked into. So the guy on my friends list that I invited, they were only veteran rank 1 or class 1, whatever you want to call it. And since I'm class 4, how does that factor into our matchmaking? And how does that factor into how much levels we gain and, or, you know, how much experience we gain and stuff? I wonder how all that factors in, because I don't think it's ever explained in-game. I don't think. Just curious. Nice, man. We're doing really good. Nice, Sue. Nice, man. We got the first goal down before Rotom even showed up. That's great. Sheesh, dude. We're killing it. Sorry I'm not talking much. Like I said, I'm kind of sleepy, but also I'm like kind of in focus mode. I fully expected to be doing terribly after losing that quick match. Oh my god. Nice, 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 nice. I've got this song stuck in my head too. I'm not going to try to sing it because I don't actually know a lot of the words. For those who don't know, which will be probably anybody who watches this, unless you're one of my friends or something, I'm a bit of a weeb, to say the least. And before you click off the video, but no, legit, I'm obviously I'm into anime and stuff like that. I'm more of a manga guy, really, but I'm also into just straight up, you know, Japanese pop culture a little bit, not like crazy, not as much as some people, or some Westerners, I should say, but I frequently listen to, you know, like J-pop and J-rock, and I've got this song by an artist named Ado. I can't remember the name of the song. It's one of their newer songs though, and I've just got it stuck in my head. I've had it stuck in my head all day because I listened to it on the way home from work today. There is nothing going on down here. Should I go back up top? I feel like I should probably go back up top. I actually do study Japanese a little bit. Very casually, though. I'm not going to school for it, although I have thought about that, but just through, you know, Duolingo, poor man's college. I do study a little bit. I'm definitely, like I said, when I say casually, I mean super casually. Like, I'm not taking it incredibly serious or anything. Crud. Really gonna try to take Rotom from me while I'm chasing you, bro? Come here. Oh no! No! Get back. Back, demons. Dang it, dude. Stop him, Gengar. No, Gengar. But yeah, I'm studying relatively casually Japanese. I know the very basic stuff. I can more so read it than I can actually. Like, I don't know if this makes sense. It probably doesn't. Like, I can read Japanese, but as far as like, there's a lot of Japanese that I can read, but I don't actually understand. Like, I can read the kind of, you know, the symbols, If you showed them to, at least the majority of them, when you get into katakana, I'm a little bit iffy. Definitely iffy with kanji, but you know, like who isn't? Kanji's very difficult. But I can read it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I understand every word that I can read. If that makes... that probably doesn't make any sense, but... If I could, like, give an example, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Also, I get really nervous when when people try and, like... not that I get asked a lot, but... Anytime... Because I've been studying off and on for the past... several years, and just like anytime anybody's ever, you know, tried to kind of quiz me on it, I always freeze up and I get nervous about it. So in other words, I'm not going to be speaking in any Japanese on these videos. I could, but it would just be very basic stuff anyway. It's not what's gonna matter. Like, I could say, like, let me think of something. While I kill this Lucario. And hopefully don't die in the process. Like, watashi wa Nihongo o benkyou shimasu. I study Japanese. Or that could also be like, I will study Japanese. It's all depends on your context and stuff. Context is a big thing when it comes to Japanese. We're struggling to keep up, but we've got Zapdos. Are we struggling to keep up now, game? I think not. I don't know, maybe we are. Like today, I just hit 400. I've actually got, and this is something that I am decently proud of to an extent. I actually have a 400-day streak on Duolingo, which is pretty cool. That's not to say I've completed my like daily goals, like experience goals, every single day, but I've always done at least one refresher lesson. Because usually what I try to do is like I'll do 3 review lessons, and then I'll try to do 3 of whatever lesson I'm currently on. And but sometimes I just do, like, if I'm tired or I'm not feeling it, or you know, whatever, sometimes I'll just just do like a quick like hiragana lesson or something just to keep my streak. I know it's not necessarily like probably a good way to do it, but like I said, I'm doing it very casually. I'm not taking it incredibly serious, so alright, we got a 3-man squad here. So let's give it just a minute here. Okay, and go. Yeah, so that was a good match. Sorry I didn't really talk about the match that much, but this is also just kind of a thing to get me, you know, these videos are just kind of a thing to get me talking, because I spend a lot of time alone at home when I'm not at work. And so it kind of helps, and you know, and I've got friends and stuff online that I could like probably talk to, like on Discord and stuff. But I don't know, I'm just not a very social person, to be honest. The dude's got Snorlax, so we'll play Gardevoir, I suppose. So it's also just kind of, I'm gonna turn this heater off. It is actually getting hot in here. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and do more videos at some point. It's just really hard for me to like. I think I mentioned this in my last video. I think in yesterday's video. I try to record when nobody's at the house because I live with my dad, and it's not that I like just don't want to record when he's home or anything. It's like, you know, but it's like I don't know, it's just kind of embarrassing, I guess, sitting and talking to myself for a video that I'm gonna upload for potential strangers to watch. And like I'm afraid, like I don't want him to like come in and be like, you know, hey, who are you talking to? What, you know, because my dad's not like he's not into like the internet and stuff. He's, you know, pretty old school when it comes to tech. Like he still regularly watches like VHS tapes and stuff on our VCR and everything. Has like a super basic flip phone, you know, stuff like that. So I mean, he obviously like understands the like the concept of YouTube. I'm not saying like he's that far behind, but at the same time, I don't know, man. I've always been weird about my hobbies. Like, I don't know. It's just like when I was in school. I've always been a big Pokemon fan, for the most part. But, and I know that Pokemon has always been like a big thing, but in my hometown, nerd culture and like otaku culture and stuff like that is really severely, like, not severely, I guess, but, and it's definitely not as bad as it used to be, but it's kind of looked down upon as like, you know, just a weird thing, and like, why would you waste your time with stuff like that? Because I come from like a country, you know, very small country town, and you know, if you're not working every minute of every day of your life, then you're wasting your time, essentially, is the outlook a lot of people have down here. And you know, so in school you would kind of get you would actually kind of get made fun of if you were into Pokemon or like Yu-Gi-Oh or just anime and, you know, nerd stuff in general like that. About the only thing, you know, and as I got older, that stuff kind of went away. Like, video games in and of themselves were less and less looked down upon once, like, you know, the Xbox 360 and the PS3 came out and people started, you know, like Call of Duty became this super big mainstream thing, and, you know, like Halo and stuff like that. But really, only that and, like, a very few other select games were, like, not looked down upon. Like, you wouldn't get made fun of at school for playing Call of Duty, but you probably would if you were playing like Pokemon or I don't know, you know, just stuff like that. If you're into more cutesy anime stuff, you would probably get made fun of. But as like stuff like this has gotten more and more mainstream over the years, I've noticed that it's not as bad as it used to be, or maybe it's just people in my age group, or maybe I just don't care anymore. I don't know. But yeah, when I was a kid in like elementary school, I did not. It was rare that I let anybody know that I liked Pokemon because I was afraid of getting made fun of. I don't even know how I got started talking about that. How did I even... how did I even get on the topic? I don't even remember. That's what I get for rambling, I guess. Also, we're not doing Super Hot. Super Hot. I've never played Super Hot, the video game. Never played it. I've always wanted to, but I've always felt like it's a game that's best experienced in... because I think you can play it without VR. I'm pretty sure you can, but it's always something that I feel like you gotta play in VR to get everything out of it, and you know, man, we are getting steamrolled. Wow. We are getting absolutely wasted. They've already got my champ. We're gonna go back and heal. Try and get a few levels here. And we got one of their goals, so that's at least something, I guess. Look at these albinos. But yeah, that kind of culture was really why, like, you know, stuff like Pokemon being looked down on. That's kind of why I stopped playing Nintendo games there for a few years when I was growing up. Especially when I was in high school. I just almost completely dropped the idea of playing anything Nintendo. Because I got into the Xbox 360 and I got into, you know, more mature games like Call of Duty, Halo, stuff like that. Skyrim was another big one that I got into. And not that there's anything wrong with those games, but I really got away from what I used to know and what I used to spend the majority of my time playing as a kid. I almost never touched my Wii throughout the entirety of high school. I didn't get a Wii U. I don't even know what ended up happening to my DSs. I had several, like I had an original DS, like one of the fat models. I had a DS Lite. At one point I had a DSi. I had a 3DS. I don't know what happened to, I guess I ended up selling all of them because I know they're not in my possession anymore. But yeah, you know, you go through your teenage years and you're kind of too school for cool, and you know, it happens. I don't regret it necessarily, but it kind of sucks that I, you know, let go of all of my, because that's why I missed out on Pokemon X and Y. That's why I missed out on the Wii U in general. I almost did buy a Wii U after high school off of a friend who was offering to sell me his along with The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD, which was still decently new at the time. And I was too afraid to spend the money on it. Like, I forget how much he was wanting for it, but it was definitely cheaper than retail would have been. But you know, I'm bad for having buyer's remorse with anything. Go away, dude. Samus Aran, I just realized their name. Not the Samus I know. By the way, I do still want to do Metroid Dread at some point. Videos. But it kind of sucks because I don't know if I'll get to do them this week. Or at least not when I was originally wanting to. I wanted to do them. I wanted to start the first Dread episode Thursday. But now I'm probably going to have to work Thursday, so... and I won't be off until Saturday. So... I mean, I could do them any other day, but... it's not like I have to do it on those nights. Or on those specific days or whatever, but... it's more convenient for me, too. Man, I hate it when they steal my goal, because I'm probably not gonna get there in time. Got it. Nice. What a goal! We might have won this one. If that's the case, I'll be very surprised. I don't know, though, because they're still hitting us pretty hard. We could still very well lose. It's never too late to lose in this game. You can always get steamrolled at the very end. Ah, man. Because, like, we're all dead right now, and... There's no way I'm gonna make it. We might have still lost. It's super possible. Because they just scored a lot of points right there at the end. What's that 8 points by Wigglytuff be the difference? If we lose by 8 points? Nah, we won. Just barely, though. See? We got Zapdos, but still. That was incredibly close. That's the skill level we're playing with right now. It's super tense, man. I'll give a thumbs up to this guy. Yeah, I got a thumbs up. Cool. And add those guys. And we made it to Veteran Class 5. I think after this, it's Master rank, I think. And I've done this, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this or not, but I've done this completely solo queue. Well, not solo queue, but I've done it with complete, basic randoms, unless you count the friends people that I've not done it with complete pre-built teams. I've never played with a 5-stack. So I think that's pretty noteworthy. I don't know. I saw people on Twitter and stuff saying, like, dude, if you're going to get the Master rank, you have to have a pre-built team. You're just not going to be able to make it through all of the ranks because you're going to be coming into pre-built teams and stuff. I don't really necessarily think that's true. But maybe I've just gotten lucky. Because Lord knows I'm not actually good at this game. But, Alright. See what Battle Pass stuff we've got tonight. So we did pretty good, except for the quick match tonight. That went very poorly, but we're getting closer to finishing up the Battle Pass. I don't know if I'll be able to hit 60. I don't know if I'll be able to hit 60 before the season ends, but we will definitely try to. Prize packs. What is this? Oh, snap. Okay. That's new. Got all of our dailies done. And login. And that's it. Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode of Pokemon Unite. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you watched it, thanks. And tomorrow we will go back into ranked, and more pointless rambling will ensue. Whether you guys like it or not. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later. Peace.